those songs have been like the only thing that I've been listening to recently. Like Money for Nothing, Freebird, Layla.
They're all
Like,
great.
I know.
I
There
was
was
thinking
too
about
many to
that.
choose from.
Yeah, I was thinking about that afterwards. Instead of maybe guitar solos, maybe we should have come up with guitarists. Yeah, I mean, you would have been able to narrow it down maybe a little bit. Guitar
That might
solos,
that
there's
might be
so
harder for
many
me.
of them. Oh, really?
I think that's honestly probably harder for me. Yeah.
What are you fucking drinking? You're like a white girl.
Yeah, she makes me iced coffee.
Jesus
You know what's
Christ.
funny about it though is it's I've never liked iced coffee from like any like I don't know, like Starbucks or Dunkin' or like coffee shops or
Really?
whatever, but she makes that shit and it's fucking great.
That's funny. So I'll drink, the only time I ever drink any coffee is I'll drink an iced coffee from Dunkin'. So usually a medium vanilla bean iced coffee with cream and liquid sugar, which by that time there's no fucking coffee left to it anyway.
No, it's like a splash of coffee and then
Yeah,
diabetes.
kind of. They're damn good though.
This is literally just she has like an espresso. It's like an espresso maker, but instead it's like pods of espresso.
Doesn't
So she
fucking
brews like
George
a thing of
Clooney
that.
do fucking commercials for Nespresso?
I don't fucking know.
I
Maybe.
think so. I'm almost positive. Hey
Oh,
Joey,
I
that's
have no
just like
idea.
another fucking one of them little things one of those
Yeah.
little nuggets I know off the top of my head. So all right, so just so everyone knows, this is season 1 episode. What episode is this?
7?
7, 6, 7?
6, 7.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think it's 7 of Michael's After Hours. So where's the emails go?
So the email is michaelsafterhours@yahoo.com. And then all the social media platforms are just Michael's After Hours now.
Sweet. So have
Yeah.
we had any emails up to this point?
Nope.
Zip
I've
zero
gotten like
zilch.
I've gotten like personal messages though, just of people being
About
like,
like
"Hey,
Russian brides and shit.
yeah,
Oh, you're saying people have texted you.
yeah," like friends and whatnot that have like friends though that like I haven't talked to in a while that I didn't even know they listened to it, and they're like, "Hey, by the way, it's fucking awesome."
No way. That's kind of
Yeah,
cool. It's nice to know that you're building a
yeah.
little bit of a fan base.
I
It's
was gonna
fun.
say we might be doing something right, or at
Yeah,
least on the
right?
right track. So we were talking about this earlier, and I already said that we'd mention it, and we're gonna do both. But I want feedback because you say that there should be weekly some kind of a
Something
interactive
interactive that gets people involved and keeps them
with the
engaged.
audience.
Yep.
I think
Whether it be a quiz or some kind of a list or some kind of a fun game, and I'm open to suggestions. I mean, I don't really
that's what I
necessarily
was
have anything
getting
off the
at
top of my head.
is
Yeah.
suggestions, but then also knowing what people enjoy hearing us talk about, whether they like just hearing us rant about random bullshit, whether they like the games or
Right.
I don't know, anything else. Because a lot of it's usually like we've done quite a bit of like interactive stuff, whatnot, like with the trivia quiz that we did the one time, and then we've done a couple Mount Rushmores and whatnot. But a lot of it's been just BS.
Yeah, I agree. I just think we need to. I think it's fun for us to do them too, but it also keeps people engaged. That's my own personal opinion on it.
Yeah.
So whoever wants to can call, text, email, whatever. If we get 2, I'd be fucking astounded.
If we get one, which I
One
might even
person to
have to
email.
ask, even if I have to like ask people and be like, "Hey, what do you like?" or give me an idea.
Yeah, right.
I'm sure we'll get one at least by the next time, and then
I hope
I don't
so.
know. Maybe we'll do something for whoever recommends us. But so we were talking about that earlier, and then we came up with the idea of doing like a would you rather segment, and Kennedy came up with a list of would you rathers. I haven't seen them yet, but she sent me the list.
Okay.
So let's run through a couple of those.
All right.
So the first one that she had was would you rather get a would you rather get a paper cut every time you turn a page or bite your tongue every time you eat? I'd rather bite my tongue, dude. Fuck a
No,
paper
no, no.
cut.
I think it's the other way around. I think I need
No,
a paper
oh
cut
my
every time I
God.
turn a page.
Actually,
Biting your tongue is
you know why
just.
that might benefit us is because we don't fucking read.
Yeah, that's
Maybe
probably
you're
kind of
right.
true.
I don't read shit enough to to care about a paper cut.
Yeah,
So
no,
actually, yeah,
that's
maybe you're
probably
right.
true. And even if I did read, I think I would still probably have take the. Oh, I don't know.
That's
I
rough, dude. A paper
That
cut
is rough.
every like page turn.
Is it always like in the web of my fingers?
It's probably just
Just on my
random every
fingertips?
time. It's probably just random every time. Like, I mean, oh, dude, these are the ones that are
Right
like,
in the
fuck
web. So
that, dude.
if you get it in here, no, I'd rather bite my tongue. But if I
Yeah,
had to, if those were only occasional and most of them were on my fingertips,
yeah.
I would take the paper cuts on my fingertips.
So now, is the tongue biting? Is it like once per
Ooh.
meal, or is it once per bite? If it's once
Ugh.
per meal, I might take the once per meal. I feel like I do that shit
Agreed.
anyway.
Yes, agreed. If it's once per meal, I'm thinking it was once per bite.
If it was once per bite, I wouldn't even think about it. I'd go with the paper cuts.
Yeah, agreed.
Um,
Yeah, for sure.
it seems like I do that every single time. And it always seems to be most of the time when I'm eating a fucking Chipotle burrito. I manage to get a hold of my tongue every single time, dude. Either my tongue or my cheek.
I think your fucking mouth gets confused on with what's what when those fucking Chipotle burritos probably thinks your tongue's part of the steak.
Dude, we went the other day and I ordered this burrito, and this guy didn't give a care in the world about the fucking corporate money. He loaded that bitch up so much. I mean, it was the biggest fucking burrito I've ever had. Like, it was literally like this. And I can usually house a whole one. I finished half, and I'm like, oh my God, I cannot even think about another bite of this thing.
Oh my God. Chipotle's good. I do like
It's
Chipotle.
gas. I get the same thing every time.
All right,
All
what's the
right.
next one?
So the next one that she had was, would you rather walk in on your parents or your parents walk in on you?
Parents walk in on me. There's no doubt in my mind. There's no
I've
doubt in
always
my
said
mind.
this. I've heard that one before, and I kind of say the same thing because I'm like, well, it's not my fucking problem.
Yeah, right, exactly.
I'm not the one that's like scarred for life.
Yeah, totally. I mean, that one's a no-brainer for me.
Yeah, I wouldn't even think about that one. That's fucking disturbing.
Howdy.
That's something that'll just
Hey, I
scar
got a
you for
question
like the
for you.
rest of time.
This is an odd question. Ready? Would you rather walk in on your parents, or would you rather have your parents walk in on you?
What am I doing? What are we doing?
Do you
You're
really need to
fucking.
ask
What do
that
you
question?
think you're
I think
doing?
I'd rather walk
You're
in on my
boning.
parents.
What?
I'd rather walk in on my parents.
Yeah. That's...
Ew, dude.
Oh,
you
whoa,
fucking
really?
weirdo.
Yeah?
Really?
Yes.
Ew. No thanks.
Yeah, that's weird.
What is
I wonder if
what
that's
is
like a
it?
guy-girl thing.
Maybe. Ask Kennedy. See what she says.
I'll text her real quick. I'll
So
see what she says.
Kennedy came up with a list of, what would you rather do, this or that? And that was one of them.
So what did you say?
I said I'd rather have my parents walk in on me.
Really?
Yeah.
No, no, no.
I just sent her a
No.
text. She'll get back to me here in like 2 seconds. That has to be
Do you
like a
feel
guy-girl
that
thing.
answer would have changed, would have been different if you were younger? That's another good question.
Wait, say it again?
Do you think that answer would have been different when you were younger?
No.
You still think it would be the same?
Yes, because I can forget about what they saw.
So I think
I
I'm right.
can't
I think
necessarily
it's
forget about what I saw.
I think it's a guy-girl thing because Kennedy agrees with Abby.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, she said she would rather walk in on her parents.
What did Kyle
That
say?
has to
So
be a
Kyle
guy-girl
agreed with
thing.
me, and what he's saying now is Kennedy agrees with you. So it must be kind of like a guy-girl thing.
Guy girl thing. I don't know how it would be a guy girl thing.
I don't either.
Weird.
Probably
But
just
that's how...
it's probably just a more privacy thing to chicks that like they don't want to be seen,
Yeah, right,
like that kind of deal versus like I don't know. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, I know. I just know I
All
don't
right.
want to be scarred for life. Thank you.
Yeah, I'll
Yep.
pass on that one.
All right, so
So,
what was the next one? On to the next one, please.
uh, would you rather always talk like Yoda or always breathe like Darth Vader?
Probably
I'd rather
breathe like
always talk like
I think I'd rather breathe like Darth Vader.
you already do breathe like Darth
I know,
Vader.
I kind of do. You know what's funny is I was going to say that too.
Especially like whenever you have your mask on and you're trying to fall asleep.
Oh God, yeah, it sounds like Darth Vader.
I'd rather always talk like Yoda. Just sound all wise.
Does he sound wise? He fucking can't get the words in the right
Yeah,
fucking
he
places.
sounds wise. Dude's like 1,000 years old and he knows everything. Podcasting we are.
All right, that one I didn't like.
Would you rather push your whole Jesus. Would you rather push your whole family in a volcano because you're clumsy or marry a Jewish dwarf version of Ellen DeGeneres?
Well,
That
I,
that's
I,
fucking weird.
yeah, that's a weird one. I don't know if it would matter whether she was Jewish or not.
She started hot with these first two, and then I don't
And
like
then
the second two.
really fucking tailed off. Hold on, Abby's got a question or something.
You know what? It is a guy girl thing.
Oh, it is?
Jason from Canton, Ohio agrees with you.
Oh, so did you hear that?
Yeah,
Yeah.
he said he can controls what he's doing whenever they walk in on him, but he can't control what he's seeing.
Gotcha. All right, so
Yeah.
there you have it.
Push
yeah, I'd
your
probably
whole family in a volcano because you're clumsy, or marry a Jewish dwarf version of Ellen.
she had the money of Ellen. I'd probably still marry the Jewish version of Ellen. Well, yeah, what's that have to do with she was Jewish?
I don't know, because like there's no. I don't know.
Where'd
She's
she
a
get this
Jewish
list?
dwarf. I don't know.
Oh my God. Yeah, they started good and they fucking tailed off. That's all right. She gets an A for effort.
She gets like a B+ at best.
All right, she gets a B+.
Okay. Could you think of another one off the top of your head?
Beach or mountains?
Like just for a vacation?
Yeah, and I think we've talked about this before.
Yeah, we kind of have. We talked about like the hot or cold, like where would you rather live?
Oh, that's true.
I'd rather
Yeah,
live
no.
somewhere warm. I think I'd rather, vacation to like the mountains.
Yeah, that's true. I forgot we did that one. I don't know of any off the top of my head. I could probably come up with a couple, but
Would you rather have Dolly Parton or Billie Eilish's wardrobe? Since we're dudes, would you rather date somebody?
I don't know
Would
what
you rather
Billie Eilish wears.
Total tomboy, like basketball shorts, tank tops, like Jordan shoes.
I already have
snapback.
that wardrobe. So I'll say that one.
I'm changing it to would you rather date somebody with Dolly Parton's wardrobe or Billie Eilish's
Oh,
wardrobe?
Dolly Parton's. For sure.
Yeah, I think I agree. I wouldn't want to date someone that dresses like a
Looks
dude.
like a dude. Yeah, I mean.
Would you rather have telekinesis ability to move things with your mind or telepathy? The ability to read minds.
Oh, read minds. Telepathy.
I agree. It'd be cool as shit to be able to just like, damn, I don't feel like fucking going and grabbing my drink that I accidentally left on the counter and just hovering that shit over to you.
That would be nice. But I think you really get a lot more out of reading somebody's mind. Now, if you're talking about teleporting somewhere, that's a totally different story. If you threw that one in there, I would take teleporting over anything.
Over reading minds?
Yeah, I think so.
What if there's like a cap on like how far you can go?
Oh, then I'd read minds.
Like if you can only go like 500 miles.
I'm reading minds.
Really?
Yeah.
See, I think I might take If it was like I get to jump like, I don't know, 15 miles, then I'll take the reading minds, but I think I'd rather be able to teleport almost
Really.
anywhere. Like if it's like an hour drive or longer, sometimes that drive there isn't bad, but coming back, you're like, oh, God damn it.
So, as most of you don't know, I'm just going to bring this up for the fuck of it. We decided to go to a baseball game this past weekend. The Pirates played.
Exhibit A of whenever fucking teleporting would have come
Yeah,
in handy.
exactly. The Pirates played the Cleveland Guardians Friday, Saturday, Sunday. We had bought tickets earlier this year for Friday's game. Whole group of us went to go. We got up there, and then all of a sudden, Kyle was pulling up to the stadium. I was getting off the exit to get onto off the Ohio Turnpike to come on another highway. I was maybe like half hour behind him. The game was canceled due to air quality issues from, and we're going to talk about this here in a minute, from wildfires in Canada. So they rescheduled the game. So that day, Kyle and his wife Kennedy, they got a hotel and they stayed up there. I couldn't, however, because I had my daughter. She had to work the following day. So I had to turn around, drive all the way home, where we stayed home that night. And then Michelle and I got back in the car the next morning, drove all the way up. But I will say, the stadium was, I think, amazing. I really, really, really liked Progressive Field.
Yeah,
I
they had a
liked
nice
how open it
ballpark.
was. I liked how they had lanes that you can't stand in, even though motherfuckers would stand right next to the sign that says, "Do not stand in this lane."
You mean like in between like the sections?
Yes, like,
Yeah.
well, at the top of the concourse, it was where you walked from like one section to another. They had painted lines that you could not stand between.
Oh, really? I never even noticed that.
Yes. Yeah.
That's nice.
I
Because
like
it was
that.
already really like wide up there. But
Yes.
like if I'm thinking of like PNC Park, it's probably half as wide and people just fucking stand there and they don't move.
Drives me fucking crazy. Especially when the
Yeah.
place is packed. Like when that place is
Yeah.
packed and it's like shoulder to shoulder, it's rough.
Mm.
Now this place, we saw that they had an attendance of almost 30,000 that day. So whenever they rescheduled it for Friday at 1:00. We drove up, went to the game. It was
No, they didn't have an
beautiful.
attendance of 30,000 that day.
Close to it. I think it was 28 something we looked.
Seriously?
Yes.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
I
It
don't
was
even think
very
the
close.
Pirates do that on like a like huge like monumental game or anything.
They'll only do crowds like that basically Friday, Saturday night, maybe Sunday afternoon for oh, that's the other thing. Fuckers. I got hosed out of fucking hot dogs. Um where they
Yeah,
have like
right. They had
fireworks and shit like that. This was supposed to be fucking dollar dog night. So whenever it was
yeah,
canceled, I
fuckers.
went back and I go buy all these fucking hot dogs. I buy like 5 and they tell me the price is like $38.50. I was like, what?
You're like 30, 50 more than I was expecting to pay.
Yeah, right.
You're right. The fucking attendance, it was 27,989.
I knew it was close to 30,000.
It did not seem like that.
No, it didn't. And that was part of the nice part about it is when,
Because it was
especially when
so
you were
open.
leaving, like there was no issues getting in or out of the ballpark walking.
Mm-mm. No,
Very
not
nice
really.
ballpark. That's kind of like always been a dream of mine. I know you're kind of taking on to it a little bit yourself. Of if you're a baseball fan, that you want to try and see every baseball field, right?
Yeah.
So I have a couple off my list. Obviously, my hometown park of PNC Park, and I've seen City Field. What do they call the White Sox field these days? That place is a dump,
It's either Rate Field or Rate Stadium.
something like that.
It used to be Guaranteed Rate Stadium, I think, but I think it's just Rate now.
Oh, so I've seen that one, and then just this most recent one over the weekend, Progressive Field. You've seen a handful
Mhm.
more.
I was gonna say I've never seen City Field, which I've always wanted to see City Field. And then I've been to Baltimore, which that's my second favorite. I love that stadium because like the factory, and then I told you
Hmm.
before they have like the plaques on the side of the factory, and then like in the concourse out in the outfield, and on each of the plaques, it's the size of a baseball. It's like bronze, and it has the name and the
Who hit it in
distance.
the
And
distance?
yeah, it's the all the home runs that hit the ground out there. Which that for some reason, just a tiny little detail like that, I love that.
Yeah, that is kind of cool.
I've been to Philadelphia, which is nice. I like a background, and there's nothing in the background there, but the
Hmm.
stadium itself is nice. Detroit, which is another good one. I had Detroit and Progressive Field really close. I gave the edge to
Oh,
Progressive
really?
Field. Yeah. Um, but it's another one that I like a lot because like it has a background, there's a
Hmm.
skyline behind it. Um, and Cincinnati, which pretty much as average as it gets. I like it,
Okay.
but not
It didn't blow
anything
you
to
away.
no. I mean, for us, it's like go to it obviously because it's pretty
Relatively
close.
close.
Um, but I
So,
would go to a handful of those more than I would the others.
so in your opinion, is trying to see all 30 major league ballparks different than trying to see all 32 NFL stadiums or all the NHL stadiums? Do you think that's different?
Yes, I don't, and I think it's like I couldn't really give a shit about seeing all of the football stadiums except for maybe like some of the iconic ones. Like I'd like to go to like Lambeau or like Arrowhead. Or maybe even some of the new ones, like the one in like Atlanta or SoFi Stadium. But
Hmm.
like I couldn't some of these like random ones. I don't know. There's a kind of like almost like a beauty to baseball that the park really
So
matters,
that's exactly what I was going to get to.
and they can personalize it far more just with um like in the outfield. They all it seems like have some sort of
Everybody has
like
different, they have different dimensions.
yes, they have different
Walls are different,
dimensions.
different lengths from home plate. They're different heights.
Yeah.
They have different notches in the wall. They
Yeah.
have, some walls are super high, some are super short. It might be
Mhm.
really short to the down the foul lines to the foul pole. However, it might be super deep in the alleys into the gaps.
Yeah.
Uh, Football and hockey are uniform. They're cookie
Yeah.
cutters. There's nothing unique about a
No, the
football field
dimension
or
of the field is the
correct.
exact same.
When you take the uniqueness of a baseball field, put it in summer with nice, freshly cut grass, and it's a sunny day, like there's
Mhm.
nothing like that, in my opinion. And
Right.
kind of Saturday really kind of that was it. That was about as good of a day as you could get for a baseball field. Kennedy put it great. She said maybe it was like 5 degrees too hot. And I think I
Yeah.
would agree with that. Other than
My
that,
knees are
like,
still burnt to
are
shit.
they? That's funny as
Yeah.
hell. Yeah, it was the sun was out and we fried that day, but there was a nice
Yeah.
little breeze.
The
It was just
breeze
an
made
all
it
around great
completely
day.
doable.
Oh yeah. For sure. If there was no breeze, it would have been miserable. It'd have been hot.
It would have been too hot. But yeah, the wind was perfect.
So if you could pick, I'll say three, your next three baseball stadiums, what would they be?
Um Probably Fenway's gonna be one of them. I
Agreed.
mean, dude, the Green Monster is like a landmark.
Yeah.
Like that's something that you just have to see even if you're like not a fan of baseball just cuz it's something it's recognizable.
Yeah, of course.
Um so I love that stadium. I want to see that one. I would like to go to I always liked oh, what's San Diego? Petco Park.
Okay.
And Joey just went there. I don't know, like a week or 2 weeks ago or something like that. And he sent me pictures of it. He was like, dude, this place is fucking awesome. Like, if there was a course that he said PNC Park has like real competition with, it's Petco.
Oh, wait, say it again, because I don't know if you lagged or I lagged. Say it again.
Oh, Joey was just saying he, like, sent me pictures of Petco Park because he went,
Uh-huh.
and he's like, "If there was a ballpark that I've been to, or even haven't been to, that definitely PNC Park has competition with, it would probably be Petco."
Oh, wow. Okay.
So,
All right.
Fenway, Petco Park, and probably fuck the Cubs, but Wrigley, just because it's iconic. I
Wrigley.
like the
Yeah.
old stadiums.
I do too.
If there's
You
a
hit
s if there's a stadium that wasn't around anymore that you never went to, is there one that you wish you would have gone to?
probably the original Yankee Stadium or Forbes
Really?
Field. Yeah. Those are the only two I can really think of. The
As
stadiums
much
through
as
the
I
80s and
like
90s, they all suck. Like the old Three
really?
Rivers Stadium. Oh, dude, it was brutally hot with the old style AstroTurf. Like you'd sit in those
Yeah.
stands in the day, and you even just being in the stand, I can't imagine how the players would do it. I know that the players would say that there were times that they'd come off that field, like if they were out in St. Louis and the field was like 115 degrees in the middle of
Yeah.
July, they'd come out and they'd put their feet in ice water, like in ice buckets in between innings, just to cool them down because the bottoms of their feet were so hot.
Really?
That's crazy. But those stadiums kind of sucked. That the old Riverfront Stadium in Chicago, or Veterans, or not Chicago, Riverfront Stadium in Cincinnati, or the Veterans Stadium in Philadelphia. All those round stadiums that were kind
Yeah.
of just they were totalitarian, basically. I mean, they were just built to have many different events, whether it be
Yeah.
football, rock concerts, baseball. I mean, that's what it was primarily built for.
And clearly they
Um,
didn't need to be built like that because they're still doing that anyway. They're having fucking concerts in all these
yeah,
ballparks.
right, exactly. But you hit on two of my three. The only one I differ on is Petco, although that is close to the top of my list because especially with my sister living out in San Diego.
Mhm.
Um, Fenway and Wrigley obviously are the two top for me, and I think Coors Field for me would be my third. I
Coors
think
Field was another one
it's
for
so
sure.
beautiful out there. For this is all from what I understand. I've never been to Denver or anything like that, but it just looks beautiful out there. The way they have the stadium set up, and the uniqueness of it being such a hitter friendly ballpark where balls just
Mhm.
fly out of that place would be fun to see. So I think that would be my third one. But I mean, I could rattle off the next couple um pretty
I
easily.
was I was gonna say Angel Stadium was another one that I had in mind. I'm like, most people would probably say that they wanna go to Dodger Stadium,
Hmm.
but I like the, uh, design of, the Angel Stadium because, like, out in the it's like center field, they have, like, that rock
The
structure
rock
with, like, the
formation.
waterfall.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, the
I
waterfall
just I
thing's
love when
unique
they all
too.
have, like, a uniqueness to it. Like, Dodger
Agreed.
Stadium is kind of just Dodger Stadium and Wrigley are pretty similar. They're just a
They're
if
old.
you had to create a cookie cutter baseball field, that's probably it.
The only thing I think they changed in Chicago is I think they moved the right field wall out. I think they did it many years back, but that really hasn't changed too much. I don't think Dodger Stadium has changed too much. The thing in
No,
Wrigley, do they still do all the ivy on the wall out in the outfield?
I think so. I'm not sure.
It's been a while since I've watched a game.
I was gonna say I couldn't tell you the last time I've even seen Wrigley. You sent me that little screenshot with like the seats earlier because you were saying you're thinking about going. And I think it had not that this really means anything, but I think it had like the ivory on like the outfield wall. I'm
Oh,
pretty
I
sure
never
it
thought about that.
does. I'm
Let me
pretty
take a
sure it
look.
does, but obviously I could be wrong.
Oh no, it looks like yes, it does.
Okay,
Yeah. I'm seriously thinking about doing that trip too.
really?
To get two fucking games in and maybe in
Oh,
one trip.
were
I
you
don't know.
gonna do that? Were you gonna
Oh
go
yeah.
to
I was going to go to the
really?
White Sox game on Thursday and do the Cubs game on Friday, possibly.
That'd be sweet.
Yeah. Like I'll go super, super cheap on the White Sox game. Because I'm sure even
Yeah,
if you bought a $10 ticket, you could probably walk around to wherever the fuck you wanted. And
probably.
then I'll
There's
do
gonna be
this.
nobody
I,
there.
I think I'd do the super expensive ticket that I showed you. I mean, that's a once in a lifetime thing. Like if I can get one where that's located for that city and stadium for that price,
I would have imagined that it was a lot more than that.
I
You
would
sent me
too.
that seat. It was. It looked like it was really just. like the section right behind home plate,
It
maybe
is. It's the second section.
15,
That's the
like
it's so
15 rows back or
I think
something.
it's technically the second section behind the home plate. So there is a smaller section in front of it, but not by
Yeah.
much. I mean, it can't be more than that section can't be more than 10 or 15 rows. I wouldn't think.
See, in that case, it's probably a little bit much, but it's still, if you're doing it one time, I'm not going to, when I go to Pirates games 6 times a year or whatever, I'm not spending that kind of money every
Yeah,
single time.
no.
But
To do
to
something
go
like
to a
that at
stadium like
Wrigley
once a
Field,
year,
yeah. Yeah, exactly.
yeah, I'd for sure bust out the wallet and pay a little bit for the experience.
So we brought up the thing of the wildfires. I know you
Oh my
had
god,
those
yeah,
one.
because that was why the game had gotten canceled on
Yeah, so
Friday.
what all do you know about these wildfires? I don't even
I
know
don't
where are they stemming from.
I'm not sure, but I looked
Okay.
earlier back on like air quality thing and your because you can look at like the weather app and you can see like the rain coming in or like the air quality and whatnot. Dude,
Yeah.
I mean, it's not near us. This one is more western, like under Alaska, going down towards like Washington and Oregon and all them. There's another fucking humongous fire just smoking out the entire country.
Oh, good God.
And yeah, I don't know what it was because it didn't smell like anything burning. It smelled like fucking chemicals. It was disgusting.
Yeah, it smelled like plastic and shit.
I just got a side note. Uh, Fernando Tatis just hit a home run 474 feet. It
Oh
was the
boy.
furthest one this year. But anyway, yeah, I don't know what that was. I don't know if it was like because that whenever they're trying to put out those fires, they usually have the helicopters dropping like that huge
Chemicals and shit like
sack
that
of
on
like
the
the
fire.
powder or whatever the hell it is. That's what
Yeah,
I'm
it looks like
guessing
it's
that
hot pink
had
and
to
shit.
yeah,
Yeah,
that's what I'm
probably.
guessing that the smell was. But I mean, it was like, I mean, it was bad. Like I started getting like a little bit of I think the first time I noticed it was Wednesday or Thursday whenever I was at work. I didn't even know like there was fires in Canada. And I'm like looking
Neither
outside and I'm
I.
like, man, it is like awfully foggy out.
Yeah,
And then like later in the day, it like really started to stink. Like a lot of us were getting like headaches and shit from it because it was
really.
bad, dude. Yeah.
Yeah. I remember smelling it too. Uh I worked myself on Thursday and it was just weird. Like I drove around in the car with my window up for the most part, just kept the air on. But it's a pain in the ass, and especially if it's going to come back again, it's this super huge inconvenience, and apparently it's a pretty big health concern for people who could be susceptible to something like that.
Yeah. I mean, I work with the guy who he says he has asthma and he started getting like real screwed up from it. It
Really?
was like I said, it was either like Wednesday or Thursday, and like for the rest of the week, he was wearing like this like big gas mask on, just
Poor
because he
guy.
like, I know
That sucks.
he came up to
So
me and he had tried saying something, but he was wearing this fucking huge thing, and
you couldn't fucking understand a word.
he
You couldn't
sounded like
understand a word.
Bane from Batman. Yeah, I had no idea what he was saying. And so I look at him, I go, "Were you born in the dark?" He was like, "What?"
Do that again. That was pretty good.
He can I looked right at him. I was like, "I was born in the dark."
Oh my God. Yeah,
Yeah.
that was pretty good. All right.
But
So what
yeah,
else?
I don't know what the hell that was all about.
Canada, get your shit together, please. Hey.
Yeah, really. Not to mention, isn't it like always just a fucking disaster, like weather-wise? Isn't it like always raining? They had to have
Yeah.
like some kind of a drought to dry the
Yeah.
shit up if
Yeah.
it's gonna catch
Right.
on fire. Like, I don't know how
Yeah.
this shit just randomly catches on fire, especially in
I
like
always
northern
wondered that
Canada.
too.
Like, there's
Like,
nothing there.
I would guess it would have to be some kind of like a mistake, like a forest fire or something. Someone left a campfire going or didn't completely put it out or whatever.
Fucking people. Imagine being the one person in this like in northern Canada, you go
Oh, you
camping
know you're fucking
and
responsible for
you get
lighting.
back to the truck, and like a week later, you're looking at the news and you're like, "Fuck!
You're the
I
one
just burnt
responsible for.
down 2 countries."
Yeah, you're like right, exactly. Like you've torched 3 provinces in Canada.
Yeah.
Provinces in Canada. That would. Ooh, I might go into hiding if that happened.
I
I might be
was gonna
moving to
say they're just gonna
Mexico.
like they're gonna find like the sole cigarette butt, and they're gonna take every like
Every bit
fingerprint
of
from that thing,
evidence from
and
it.
they're
Yeah,
gonna come knocking on
DNA.
your door, being like, you just burnt down all of Canada and half of the United States.
Yeah, exactly. That would suck.
Um, I seen this yesterday. Did you see what NASA posted on their Facebook about going back to the moon for the first
No.
time since so supposedly they're starting because last year was it last year or this year where they did that whole like Artemis mission where they went around like the dark side of the moon for the first time ever. I think that was this year.
Oh, I think it was earlier this year. Yeah.
Yeah, and I guess it's still a part of the Artemis mission that they want to start like inhabiting the moon.
Okay.
So they're gonna start working on a mission to go back to the moon and um start setting up like different like bases and camps so that people can like live and work there permanently to further progress the mission of making it to Mars.
Okay.
I'm so skeptical of that shit, dude.
So let's make this very clear. Kyle is a flat earther. No, I'm only kidding. He's not a flat earther.
Fuck. If you
But
are a flat earther, though, I just want to let you know you're fucking retarded.
but Kyle does not believe that anybody ever walked on the moon before.
No.
So do
Did
you think that they're going to land on the moon?
I think it's far more realistic that they're going to do it now. Dude, it's been what? Since like when did they land on the moon? Like
Late
76 or
60s.
some shit?
Late 60s.
And you're telling me we haven't been back since? That's probably because we couldn't. I
You
I
mean to
don't think
tell
it.
me you don't think that they could land people on the moon in the late 60s because they didn't
Fuck
have the
no.
technology to do it?
No, probably not. They were fucking flying in on a soup can. I don't know. There's so much wrong with it, dude. And I was looking into it more once I read about like the fact that they were like gonna be going back. And I come across like different like pictures and videos because everybody's seen like the famous picture of like Neil Armstrong or whoever it was putting the fucking flag in the ground and like it's rippling in space and everyone's like, well, why? There's no fucking like wind or anything. But then I come across there's a video of one of them like walking and jumping just to prove like the whole like difference in gravity type of thing.
All right.
And it's such bullshit. So like supposedly I guess the gravity on the moon is 1/6
Correct.
of the Earth's gravity. So
Yeah.
like if I'm standing here and I jump, I could probably get a good, I don't know, if I'm just standing still, I don't know, a foot, 2 feet off the ground. So I mean these dudes, I think technically should be jumping. I want to say it's like 2.7 meters off the ground. I think I read that. It's like a normal jump would be about 2.7 meters off the ground. And I don't know meters because I'm fucking normal, but that's pretty goddamn high, dude.
Hey Siri, how many feet is 2.7 meters?
2.7 meters is 8.86 feet.
8.8
Okay.
feet.
So that's like taller than you and me.
Oh yeah.
And there's this video of one of them like kind of like walking and jumping and
All right.
they're barely getting off the ground. But the thing is, the video looks slow as if like they're jumping and then landing slow, like that kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
And someone was like, all right, now play this video in 2x speed. And you put it in 2x speed and it literally just looks like a dumbass just bunny hopping in normal speed across the fucking ground. So like the whole idea is that the video is just completely staged and put in slow motion, and it looks perfectly normal. Like it's not fucking 1/6 gravity or whatever.
So what is the reasoning for them making it up that they went to the moon when they actually didn't?
I don't know. Probably, I fucking have no idea. That part I've never looked into. Like, why would they do it? I just like figuring out more. What do you think? Because I have no answer for that.
I don't really have an opinion one way or the other. I mean, I think you're crazy that you think that they didn't go to the moon.
So you think they did go to the moon?
Yeah, I do think they did go to the moon. I just don't know what they gathered. I don't know what they got out of it. And I don't know what they would get out of it by saying they went there, unless they're just like, hey,
It's probably just a fucking.
hey, Russia, we're better than you are. We put fucking people on the moon.
Exactly. It's probably just a fucking pissing contest. Who has the bigger dick?
Yeah, exactly.
It's probably just to fucking trick Russia. Like, hey,
Right.
Putin, guess who got there first, motherfucker? Guess what?
Yeah, right.
And
I
his
mean, I
dumbass
guess that's
probably
a
believed it.
I guess it's a possibility.
I don't know, man.
Yeah.
It's. I'm more apt to believe they're going to do it this time than they were.
Would you
before.
go live on the moon?
Fuck no.
All right.
I'm good.
Yeah, I'm good here. All right, just checking. So we can find some other motherfuckers that can inhabit the moon, but it won't be us.
You ever look into? They were talking about this on the radio the other day, and they were actually getting a bunch of calls about it. But the Egyptian pyramids.
What about them? Like how they got built?
Yeah, like how they were built.
No, it's again, that's another thing. I don't know. How are these guys building that kind of shit with no construction equipment, no pulleys? I mean, they had to have had some kind of pulley system and everything. But even with a pulley system, you imagine
Dude,
the amount of people.
There's stones on those fucking pyramids that like archaeologists have confirmed come from 500 plus miles away that also weigh multiple tons. Like thousands and thousands of pounds.
How? Why?
Exactly.
Who was the motherfucker that didn't write the book?
And that's another thing, is there are tens of thousands of hieroglyphics on all these fucking things and all the, like, inside, like, the tombs and whatnot.
Right, yeah.
They fucking documented everything, and they did not fucking document how these things were built.
That's amazing.
Mm-hmm.
That's probably more amazing to me than almost anything, quite frankly. Because that one's just a real mind blower.
I can't remember the name of the three of them, but like the three main pyramids that are all like lined up with each other.
Mm-hmm.
Every single one of those things, like I'm pretty sure it's like to a 16th of an inch, are precisely pointing to like the cardinal north, south, east, west. Like it's perfect. The fucking precision that was made or used to fucking build those things is just something that
I have no desire of doing like travel in that part of the country or that part of the world, excuse me. But
yeah.
That might be something you got to see. Like to lay your own eyes on it. I think that might be something I would really enjoy to see.
You know what's there that I would actually like to see more than the pyramids, though, is the Sphinx. That thing's so fucking cool looking.
It is fucking cool looking. And like, again, another thing that's been there forever, how to get there. I don't know anything about it, really.
The Sphinx?
I mean, it's been there just as long as the pyramids, hasn't it?
I have no idea about anything about the fucking Sphinx. That seems more like, I mean, it's not like there's, at least to my knowledge, like some kind of like extraordinary precision into making that thing. Like that seems like something that you could probably just chisel out. I mean, same thing with Mount Rushmore.
Oh yeah. Right.
Like that seems like that. It's just
you
could do something like that.
That is pretty crazy. Just that whole part of the world.
Yeah,
with Cleopatra and the tombs and the mummies and the pyramids and whatever. So you have another one here. It says Kentucky concealed carry age lowered to 18.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think
Sketchy.
about that? Yeah,
No.
kind of.
No.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not really keen on that
I
myself.
barely like it's 21 in like most states,
Yeah.
and I think that's too low. There's a
To
couple
to
things
own to purchase a firearm or just to conceal carry.
probably to conceal carry. Purchasing whatever, even that though is like sketchy. And this
Yeah.
is still coming from somebody that like took advantage of the perks of like turning, 18 and 21. Like you can
Mm-hmm.
vote, you can drink, you can buy smokes, you can buy guns. And I don't think you should, but I can't rent a fucking car until I'm 25.
Yeah, I mean, there are things
That
that are
should
so
be,
ass
I've
backwards.
always thought that all those things, maybe not drinking and smoking, because if you're going to fuck yourself up, you should probably have the right to do it. But like voting, buying a car, or voting and buying a gun, I've always thought those should be like a minimum age of like 25. Just because they say 25 is like the age whenever your like, brain is
What if
fully
you were to be?
developed.
What if you were to be drafted into one of the one of the armed services? What should the age be?
Uh, probably. I'd probably say the same thing because like if I can't
All right, I
if I
I can go
can't
along with
vote
that.
for if I can't vote for a president, then that fucking president shouldn't be able to come and snag me. You know what I mean?
So one of the I guess, and this was like an old time outlook on it was, well, if I'm old enough to be drafted, I should be old enough to have a beer. Like if I'm
Yeah.
old enough to go fight for my country,
Like
you
if
mean
you're
tell me I can't have
volunteering
a
me to
fucking beer?
die, but I can't fucking
Yeah,
take a shot before I go out and start fucking
yeah,
mowing
whatever.
people down.
Right. I kind of agree with that. I don't think the age limit for that should be so young. And I think the age limit for concealed carry. So I can understand if somebody wants to purchase a firearm at 21, and then safely transport it, like in the trunk of your vehicle. I always tell you, make sure if you're going to take it somewhere, take it in the trunk of your vehicle. If you don't have a concealed carry permit, make sure
Mm-hmm.
it's, you don't have any ammo in it, have the action locked open, that kind of thing. Just to kind of like, watch your own P's and Q's in case you got pulled over. But
Right.
I think to be responsible for it out walking around in public, especially if you're going to be hiding it, I think there probably should be. I, I I think that you should be forced to take a class, like like a basic firearm safety class, if you're going to take it out into the public.
Yeah.
And I think you need to be a little bit older, and I think that would probably be more suitable for 23, maybe 25. I would say no younger than 23, in my personal opinion.
To conceal carry or to buy?
To concealed carry. I'm okay with you if you want to buy one and keep it at home or use it for target practice.
Mm-hmm.
Once you start making the decision that you need to carry for self-defense out into the public, and especially in a time where, or in a circumstance where you don't want it seen, well, you
Mm-hmm.
better really know how to use it then,
Right.
and use it properly, and not act like a dickhead. Like
That's the problem is there's too
I'm not
many
totally
fucking
against, right. I'm not against like certain levels of gun control for safety.
yeah.
But you think just outlawing them altogether, that's not going to fucking do anything, because half the guns that people commit crimes with aren't possessed legally anyway. So
Right. Either
what the fuck is the point?
stolen or the serial numbers are filed off or this and
Yeah.
that.
Happens all
Like
the time.
it's a more unsafe environment than it is before. Like you might fucking
Absolutely.
think it's more safe, but the fucking crime rate is ultimately going to go up
Yeah.
because
Ask
my house
people
is
how in
going to start getting
Chicago.
like my house is going to start getting fucking robbed and I can't get the motherfucker out cuz he's pointing a gun at me and I'm not pointing a gun at him.
Yep. I know. It
Um
just, I don't know. I'm a firm believer in, you need to know how to use it and not need it, versus need it and not know how to use it.
yeah.
At least understand the basics of how a firearm works. Yeah, I
Right.
think that's important for everybody.
Even if you never want to touch one again in your life.
Correct. Right. Exactly. Which I'm totally fine with.
Yeah.
You know, if there are people that don't want to own firearms, totally fine with it, but don't infringe on my right to, though, either.
Yeah.
You know, and
Yeah.
listen, I'm not saying everybody needs, automatic AK-47s.
They don't need fucking AK-47s. They
Yeah,
don't need
that's
RPGs.
not what I'm saying.
Right. Not
That's
everybody
totally
has to have
different.
an AR-15, but there
Right.
should at least
People
be a
like-
handgun in most households.
I would agree. And people like rifles to hunt with, and
Yeah.
I'm totally in favor of that. Provided you're not hunting you're not a dickhead, you're just kind of just doing it for sport.
Yeah.
Like, for me, hunting is you better be using the animal properly. Like, don't just fucking shoot it and lay there and fucking walk away. That
we
shit
talked about
irritates
that
me.
before. Like, don't just go kill an animal because you feel like fucking killing an animal.
Right. There was, Dee Snider from Twisted Sister was big on, like, big game hunting. And he would go out and hunt lions and hunt tigers and shit like that.
That album cover is him eating like a lion, isn't it?
Oh, I don't know. Is it? You might be right.
I'm pretty sure it is. It's like a huge, like,
I'll have to go look at it.
maybe not, because now that I think about it, that thing is probably not big enough to be like a lion.
I don't know. I heard him on Howard Stern one time, and they were talking. He was all like how he had just come back from Africa and he was on a big game hunt. But again, I think I did remember hearing him say whatever they were hunting, they were using. But it was some kind of a big cat, if I'm not mistaken. That's interesting. Really? Yeah. That's interesting as hell. I also don't think you should really be fucking hunting for shit that is pretty much close to being, I don't know if they're close to being endangered or not, but it seems like there's not a ton of them. But whatever.
I'm pretty sure most of the time though they get outlawed and you legally like can't hunt them if they're
well, if they're
like
endangered. No, you can't. No, you can't. You absolutely can't. They mentioned that about
no, it was just
what are the things around here?
It was just a cow bone that he was eating.
Oh, was it?
Yeah, I tried looking that up.
Oh, praying mantis. Praying mantis for the longest time, if I'm not mistaken, were on the endangered species list. So you couldn't, like, if you saw one out on your deck, you couldn't just go out and kill it.
Yeah.
I think they were. I think that's, if I remember that correctly. I don't know.
Bugs are kind of a fucking weird one, especially if, granted, I'm no fucking bug expert, but like,
there's an ecosystem to everything, my friend. The only thing that's not in that ecosystem, according to the news, are lanternflies. That's the only thing I've ever heard anybody ever say is kill them. Yeah, which I just saw one yesterday. So I don't know. I don't know when the season starts because it's the first one I've seen.
Probably soon.
They're
probably
fucking disgusting,
and they get bad. And every single year they come more and more north. Just a couple years ago, they started I started just seeing them more and more and more. And then last year was fucking atrocious, dude.
I remember I went into local Speedway one day, like a grocery or a convenience store, and they were all over the front door. Like, you couldn't even grab the fucking handle. I'd turn around and I fucking left. Yeah, that's fucking nasty.
So goddamn annoying. They just destroy shit.
Do I don't even know how harmful they are or what they harm. I'm sure probably crops and I don't know.
There's some
Isn't it great that we
like,
sit here and talk about a bunch of shit that we know nothing about?
There's some kind of like, you ever watch, probably not, there's a YouTube channel called The Outdoor Boys.
No, I can't say I've ever seen The Outdoor Boys.
The dude's been around forever, but actually because of like clips and TikTok and whatnot, just probably 2-3 years ago, his channel fucking exploded to the point that he actually stopped making videos. It's just this family that like lives up in Alaska, but he always just did a bunch of like camping videos and whatnot. He'd just go out by himself in like the fucking Alaskan bush and just like camp in like negative 60-degree weather sometimes. Yeah, it's wild. But
that sounds fucking
he would always talk about
Miserable.
there's some kind of like I think it might have been called like a Japanese spruce beetle or something like that. But like at a certain season, the trees that you could see for miles and miles and miles would all be dead because of this one beetle.
Oh,
It would just
God.
always come in and fucking kill everything. And I guess they were like a serious problem. So
And
that
this is
like
where
that's
in
when
Australia?
Alaska. Did I say
Alaska, that's it.
Australia?
I think you might have said. I don't know.
Oh, well, I meant Alaska.
I'm losing my gusto here. I'm fucking
I also don't think that you're going to
Fucking
get
roasting.
-6. I also don't think that
No.
you're going to get -60-degree weather in
In-
Australia.
in Australia. Yes, correct. I think you did say Australia, and that's what kind of threw me for a loop. I was like, oh, -60.
yeah.
I'm like, well, maybe I'm missing something here.
He has done though, like the camping ones were always my favorite videos to watch, but he also does like travel videos, like him and his wife, and he's got 3 boys. They always go. I mean, they've been, you fucking name it, they've been there for
Really?
like week-long vacations. Yeah.
That sounds it sounds like it would be fun, is what it sounds like.
It is pretty
Would
cool.
be interesting.
Me and Kennedy, that was like one of our like late night watches. We just go lay in bed and put the Outdoor Boys
really?
on YouTube and just fucking watch it until we fall
That's your
asleep.
like
Yeah.
your guilty pleasure at night till you guys fall asleep.
Yeah.
That's funny. All right, that's all I have for this week. I guess we pretty much went through just about everything.
Yeah.
Anything
I
else?
think, no, I mean, we covered pretty much everything that I wanted to talk about.
All right. Then until
So-
next week.
Yep. Like I said at the beginning of the video, everything or all the social media platforms are just Michael's After Hours. If we get any emails, ever, the email is michaelsafterhours@yahoo.com. Leave, comments, replies to anything we said, what you disagree with or agree with, what we could do
Love
better.
notes, whatever.
Yeah.
I'll take a love
Even if
note.
it's just, leaving a like or a dislike.
Bob,
any
you're
kind
awesome.
of even if it's a dislike on a video, I'll take it just to know, like, all right, we did something in this one that somebody disagreed with.
Yeah, right.
And out of our, 11 fans or whatever the hell it is, maybe I'll change
It
something up
lets
for that
us
one person.
know that somebody heard it.
Yeah.
This is not just out there on the internet. And it's not just kind of floating through a cloud.
Yeah.
And it's not being
It's
enjoyed.
kind of like,
How this could be out there and not be enjoyed by somebody, I'll never know, because this is about as much of enjoyment as you can get in a fucking hour-long anything. So, catch on.
yep.
All right,
So-
brother.
Sweet.
Talk to you next week.
Yes, sir.
Peace.
Bye.
Bye.